It's done. It doesn't smell too bad, but it's definitely wrong. It collapsed as I was putting it in the oven. So this was like 4 hours ago. I set my starter up again. I fed it. I put it in a warm spot. It's grown. It looks good. Let's start over. The thing about it is relatively speaking, it doesn't cost a whole lot to make a loaf. Because it's mostly flour and water, and I can buy a 5-pound bag of flour for about $6. Not as cheap as it once was, but it's still not too expensive. Let's use the rest of this flour, trying to get up to 666 grams. So I bought a new bag. Just gonna start over. There's not much you can do. Complain about this one loaf, which is, because it is a lot of work. But I mean, it's not like I bought a Lamborghini or a Bugatti and like, oh no, it's crashed. My loaf of bread didn't rise properly. It's something I can recover from rather easily. I just wish it would have worked. I have those jams I want to try, and that means it delays everything by another day. Anyway, and if I'm crying over rose bread, or would you use the term leaven in that case? But I thought unleavened was purposely not risen. This rose via my stupidity. So 666 grams. So I did 300 grams of white, and then the balance I'm doing in wheat. It's a Sunday. I don't have anything else going on today, so it's a nice lazy day. I can work on this project. So it's 666 grams. I have my cup. It's easier to measure water this way. I need 490 grams of water. Which is around 2 cups. That's interesting. I never always use metric because it's more precise and it's easier. So what I'm going to do with this, I'm topping off my water jug here. Everybody on YouTube is going to show you their bread, and their bread's going to be this perfect loaf, and they cut it open and they go, you know. Hopefully I'll do that in this video, but you never know. I haven't made it in a while, so I am rusty. And in this case, I think the introduction of heat was a little too much, and it just pushed it too far, too quickly. And I was used to a slower pace, so I just kept the slower pace, but gave it temperature that I was supposed to. I should have just baked it last night, probably, instead of letting it ferment longer in the fridge overnight. Maybe I would have gotten away with it. But it's just the way it works sometimes. It's a loaf of bread. It's not a baby. It's not a billion-dollar contract. It's just a loaf of bread, and we'll make another one. Okay. It's warm enough. So again, about 100 degrees. I like my water around 100 degrees. So when you put your finger in, you go, ah, okay, that's nice. It's not scalding and it's not cold. It's just nice. Wash your hands. And this is going to be a big gooey mess for a couple of minutes until you absorb all of your flour. Really just a matter of working it in. I'm literally just folding it in on itself and turning just about 10-15%. Turn the bowl about 10-15%. Do a twist and a turn in. It really starts to kick in. I'm trying to remember where I put my clear bowl. I think it's in the dishwasher. I ran it this morning. I think that's about it. It's scratchy, tiny bit gooey, but not a big deal. Nothing that a little dusting of flour wouldn't fix if I needed it. So that's good. My lid's here. That's something. All right. I got this sucker here. Grab my neutral oil. Spray. Gotta spray it with the neutral oil. Yeah, it holds together pretty well. Not too bad. So, I'm not going to introduce any extra heat, but I will keep it in the oven just so it won't get too cold. The house is like 74 degrees right now. It's hot outside, and this is my house. I don't want to be hot and sticky in here. My AC is running, so it's a bit cool in here. I don't want it to be cool, but I don't want it to be too warm. So oven is kind of a medium, not on, just in there with the light on. And there we go. Leave it like that. It's 12:40 in the afternoon. I'll be back in about 45 minutes to an hour, and we'll start on adding our starter. My starter is still going up. Still smells really sweet. There's a lot of air in it. I think it's close to being peak, so we definitely got to keep moving here. It's been about 45 minutes since I've last checked. Now we do our starter. Let me get my salt. Okay. Feeling good here. All right. Feels good. Not sticky really, almost at all. Just add in a little bit at the very beginning. And of course my light goes out because why would I need that? Nobody watches this far, it's fine. This is for, whenever I make these are all for my own reference, so that way if I need to go back and go, what was I doing on that? What happened that day that it didn't work? Oh, that's right. So here, 15 grams of salt. you find a little bit of moisture in the center. Now that I'm folding it in, the center is coming out towards the outside, which is the idea. It's a little bit sticky in the center. Not a big deal. So I'm just folding it in on itself, making sure. It will create some dry pockets, like there's like a pocket because of this, I don't know, maybe because there's a salt pocket there, but it's good to just get your hands all the way through it, make sure there's not any skin. It did skin up a little bit. I thought maybe it didn't, but doing this will eliminate that. So it's been 5 minutes of real time just fiddling with it, getting it kneaded up, and it seems a little bit better. So now, after I've gotten it stable with moisture, I add more moisture. Like I said, this is looking pretty good. I wish the light were better, but I'll charge that light again. I didn't realize it was that low. I just topped it off, I thought, but I guess not. That's the joy of just doing this at home and not having a team of people like it seems like a lot of people have nowadays. It would be nice to make some money at least. Ooh, that's too much. One thing that this teaches you is that you just gotta work with it, and if you just think you can power through it, it probably won't work. You really have to just think about it, feel it, understand what's happening, and be able to adapt to it. And so, like this, I knew if I wasn't making a YouTube video and I got that far, and when I took it out and it just collapsed on me, in the real world, I would have just stopped and said a few choice words, then go, okay, let me feed my starter and get started again with round two. But I just baked it and plus I already had the oven warmed up. I didn't want to have to waste that time. Let it sit for a minute. It's all in the center. Although the starter is right in the center, I put in 120 grams. So now, it's about 7.5 minutes in the real world, real time. So now I'm just gonna turn and fold for the next, probably 5 minutes, maybe 90, 120 seconds, and take a quick break, like count to 20, and then start again, and just keep moving like that. But yeah. It's coming together really nice today. It's even better than yesterday. I've gotten most of the scratchiness out. If I stretch it enough, it will look scratchy, but that's fine. That's why I'm still kneading it. It's been about 4 minutes total. See, I've been doing this and it hasn't had a big rip. Typically by this point, I'll have a big rip. So this is it's a little bit jiggly. It's not as jiggly as yesterday. When it was getting that jiggly, I thought maybe it would be okay. But at that point, I should have proofed it for like maybe 30 minutes instead of 70. Because it's going to proof in the fridge for another hour, maybe 2 or 3 hours until it chills all the way to the center. It's not an instant process. So as the heat transfer is occurring, it's still puffing up. So it did puff up a lot, which I thought would be okay until until it took it out of the container and poof, just fell apart on me. Once it did that, I thought maybe I could salvage it, but at that point I knew it was a fail. I think I said it in the video even. It's like, oop, it's failed. So there we go. Nice smooth ball. This is the way it should be. I'm pretty sure I'm okay this time. Well, thought I was okay yesterday too, so that's life. That's why this is a nice process too. It's very humbling. It's a lot like fishing. You go out, you'll get something, sometimes you don't. So, put this away. It's 1:44 in the afternoon. We got 3 folds ahead of us, 1 an hour, and we'll go from there. So, for now, rest for about an hour. Okay, it's looking okay. Smells nice. Get my hands wet here. Give it the first fold. Yeah, it's coming along. Feels okay. So yeah, it's looking okay. It's airy, but not too airy. I do want to I'm keeping it warm, but I'm not keeping it as warm. It's the hydration's a little bit less, so I think maybe my hydration and my temperature were my factors. So I've backed off both. Gonna cover this up and be back in an hour to do the second fold. Alright, looks okay. Go, it's holding together pretty nicely. It's actually rather warm, so I don't want it to get too, it was a little flimsy there. So I'm gonna leave it out on top of the stove instead of in the oven, because maybe it's a bit too warm. Because I did keep it at 500 degrees for about an hour today. So it takes a little while. It's not warm anymore, but it's not exactly cool either. So I don't want it to accelerate the process too fast. We kind of just let it happen like it would rise in a starter. So being a little cautious with it. As the second fold done, and in an hour do that last fold. It's nice and relaxed. Stretches out okay. Okay, looks good. So that's it. That's the third fold. It's looking really nice now. Better than this one. So I feel a little more confident about it. We're done with folds. Give it another 45-minute rest, and then we'll get on to shaping. So we're moving along here. We're gonna shape it, it in our container here. Hopefully not drop my camera, my phone. So, pop this out. Let gravity do the work. So, take a before picture. We still want it to fill up to here, and I think we'll be all right. So once I saw that it didn't fall apart, I only had one left too, so I had to be careful. This is, ooh, it's inside out. Cover it up. We're gonna proof it. It is 5:50 in the evening. Should take about an hour or so. I'm gonna only proof it for about an hour. Once it's relaxing, sort of rising up, I'm gonna leave it because it's, like I said earlier, it's gonna take, it doesn't chill immediately, so if it doesn't, I'll let it sit for a little bit. If I let it sit for too long, it may overproof. That's what I'm worried about ultimately is the goal. We're here, we're gonna put it in a 100-degree oven for a little while, about an hour. We'll check on it, and that should be it. This one feels better, the consistency is better, just the overall everything is the way it should be. Slightly lower hydration and less introduction of heat. I kept it, this last hour and a half, I've kept it at room temperature, which is around 75, 74. So that helps it, that helps the process slow down a little bit. So we'll see. All right, day 2. Second time. Hopefully the second time will work. I feel a little bit better about this one. It did poof up a little bit. I'll bring it out in a second. Let's take a look. Let's move this camera down just a hair so you can actually see what I'm doing. Let me go grab my lamb, my little blade here. And cut, so you can cut your bread out. Oven is preheated and ready to go. Let's grab our loaf. It puffed up more. You see that it's above the top here. So that's good. Ready to go. Let's drop this down. Feels okay. Feels kind of puffy and nice the way it should. It doesn't feel like it's falling apart. So let's do 1, 2, 3 cuts. Turn that off. Okay. Grab my pot. Go ahead and put it in to bake. This one looks better already. It feels better. So that's something. Stick this silicone mat Makes things so much easier to do. All right, we have enough moisture in there to hopefully have it puff up and steam up the way it's supposed to. So, set a timer for 22 minutes. 22 minutes covered. About 12 uncovered. But like I was saying, the look and the feel is much better than the other one. When I put the other one down, I noticed it's just, when you put it down, it should just stay there. When I put the first one down, it just started to expand because it was just collapsing. I put the cuts in, it collapsed more. When I was putting it in the pot, I noticed it just kind of deflated as I was doing that. So I was like, well, we're already here, might as well just finish it. This one feels like it's supposed to. It did not deflate. It still feels pretty firm. So now it's in there with intense heat and will expand hopefully and give us a nice piece of bread. We'll find out. Okay. Didn't rise as much as I'd like. It's cooked or baked. It smells right. I wish I had a little more rise in it. The slits did open up a little bit, so that's good. Looking at everything. Okay. It's a little bit of redemption. There's quite a bit of bubbles around it. That's good. That shows the fermentation. I guess this is okay. So it's 11:51 in the morning. I'm gonna give it about, I like to give it between 3 and 4 hours to just completely get cold. You know, it's cool in here, so that heat transfer is already occurring. It should cool off well. It looks pretty, so at least there's that. So we'll give it a try in a little bit.